up now. That'll play. I was born rude. I have an excuse. Shake it off and add 2. Welcome to I Hate to Be Rude. David Duval, I hate to be rude, but I haven't seen you since the 80s. Where have you been?
I've been living the good life at home.
Yeah.
It's the real good life.
And, you know, you and I talked earlier in the year, and I think I referred to you as Mr. Mom, and asked you the question, would you rather stay home and take care of your family or beat VJ Singh on Sunday to Major, and it was a no-brainer for you?
There probably wasn't much hesitation.
No, there was none.
Yeah. It still stands, 8 or 10 months later.
Yeah.
We get to talk again. I know what this is all about. Don't get me wrong. I still desire and strive for it.
Right.
But not at the expense of my family.
2008, I understand you got an exemption, right?
Yeah,
because of the family stuff?
Yeah, it was a situation where back in April, May, I'm not exactly sure, probably first part of May, if anything, I talked to Tim Fincham on the telephone about the situation and me possibly receiving a medical for the year because I used a career exemption to play. And he said, as it stands now, the way the bylaws are written, it doesn't apply to you.
Right.
And
what about family hardship?
Right. Well, I didn't accept that. Well, that didn't exist then.
Right.
So I asked him to take it to the board in May at the memorial, and every person to a T at the board thought that that's something that should be changed.
Right.
And you could possibly open a Pandora's box, but I think that's where the office of the commissioner is important to make that final decision if this is a hardship or not. And I think Davis Love made a great remark about it. I heard that he said, if you're trying to find a way to not play on tour, you're just going to play yourself right off the tour. So it doesn't need to. We don't need to worry about that person who's looking for a way not to play.
What are you thinking on 08? What are your goals? What are your thoughts?
My goal more than anything to try to be ready to play.
Yeah.
Although it's going to be a bit of a challenge living in Colorado. Be ready to play come the Bob Hope. But I'll play based off of the hardship medical I got. I have 20 starts, which is a full year for me.
Right.
That's a full schedule anyways. So I will go and just go play, try to be ready.
We talked a year ago. I told you I bet this guy that Duval will win by the end of 07. You said that was a good bet.
I think it would have been a good bet had I played.
Yeah.
Actually.
What do we think 08? Winning? You feel that same way?
I feel like that's a very strong possibility.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm one of few players who's played this game for a living that truly knows what great golf is about and what awful golf is about. And I know that I'm a lot closer to great golf than I am awful golf at this point.
What about great golf? As a single guy, you were this golf champion collecting trophies. As a married guy, you have this, this nice piece about you as being a member of a family. Compare the...
I think as much as anything, 8 or 10 years ago, I knew no better.
Right.
I had never seen or experienced that part of life and those possibilities, and now that I have, I'm glad I had the golf stuff, but I wouldn't trade any of that to have the possibility to win at Augusta or win one of those. I feel like in a way I've been blessed.
You've had both, right?
I've experienced the focus on the golf, focus on the family. I've experienced winning every couple tournaments you play in to missing every cut for a year. So there's something to be said for having tasted both sides of that.
And if you win again, I got to think the sharing will make that even more enriching.
It would. Yeah, I would. As much as anything at this point, I'd love for my family to see where I was 10 years ago, 8 years ago, and what I do and what I'm capable of.
Okay. David, thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Okay.
Thanks. That was not 3 minutes, but
that's okay.
Thanks.